Hi everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today is September 1st, 2018. Please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. So today, huge news once again for Vechain. VET is the ticker, Vechain Thor. And what is it? It is called PICC. It's a new partnership, and PICC stands for the People's Insurance Company of China. That's right, the People's Insurance Company of China. So let's go take a look at that. So have my little 3D thing here. Got to have fun with this stuff, right? And so yeah, Vechain, PICC, and also X nodes we're going to be covering in this video a little bit again. So let's go first look at PICC. So what it is, People Insurance Company of China. It is $126 billion in size, which makes it one of the world's largest insurers out there. And let's read a little quote we have here. The blockchain solutions designed by PICC come from a partnership with DNVGL and Vechain. These solutions will bring digital transformation across the entirety of PICC. By partnering with DNVGL and Vechain, PICC can provide robust, assured solutions that protect user data, distribute ownership, and enhance existing artificial intelligence. These solutions will do so without having, pay attention to this, these solutions will do so without having to educate PICC's clientele on blockchain technology while still offering the maximum benefits the technology provides. And that's where Vechain's MPP thing comes into play, to where people really don't have to even know that they're using a blockchain to use it. Same as the WeChat application that they had for the Chinese Valentine's Day. Remember that? Those people using that little quick application, proof of concept, did not know they were using the blockchain. Well, perhaps they did. Okay, so this is, this is huge. It's the insurance company of China. You don't get much larger than that. They also have other things, not just in China, okay? These are one of the world's largest insurers out there. So what else do we have going on here? We have PICC chose Vechain because of their existing solutions with DNVGL catering to real problems within the businesses and governments. Frankly, this is why we look at fundamentals and partnerships. To see stuff like this, when we're looking at partnerships such as DNVGL, and DNVGL, keep in mind, as well as PwC, are owners. And these two companies will keep bringing their clients to Vechain. At least I hope. So I think that's the plan, at least for DNVGL. I am starting to think that Vechain is more or less just a solution provider for DNVGL. It's that's instead of it just being an owner, I think it's much more than that. And same as PwC. Yeah, tell me your thoughts on that. But anyway, let's get back to the X nodes, because there was a lot of comments and questions and so on and so forth about the X nodes. So on the first, well, which was like yesterday because of the time differences. So it was the 31st for me. Today is the 1st, right? Because I'm in California, eh? Anyway, a lot of questions. So X nodes, the X node path got locked up. And that resulted in 5,100 X nodes out there. Now the total supply for VET is 86.7 billion. 58.5 of that got locked up, which basically means that, yeah, that's about 67, right? 67%. So there are only 32.5% remaining tokens out there. What about these guys? How much are they going to use? Okay, so that is PICC is an NDA, and they very well could be an authority, an authority node. We'll see. There hasn't been hardly any information posted about authority nodes, right? And the thing is, with NDAs coming on board, they're going to need Thor, they're going to need Vechain to actually run this stuff, because when somebody like does a claim, they're going to use Thor as the gas to make this thing go. This is a huge thing. So yeah, give me your ideas and thoughts on this partnership here. I think it's huge. So anyway, we have 32.5%, and this guy's going to be taking a chunk of that if they are not included in the X nodes. Okay, they could also be a separate AN, which would come out of like the corporate pool. Well, we'll see. We don't know. We need more information on that, okay? We don't know. But let's assume that there's a whole bunch of NDAs out there, which we know there are. Non-disclosed agreements, right? Private stuff. And they are all going to need Vechain, Thor. So the ICOs that we know about right now is Fahrenheit, and they're calling themselves, actually, they are an AN, an authority node, which is great. So they are one of the big guys. They're not one of these NDAs here, and we'll get to that in a little while. But we have Fahrenheit, and check them out, okay? So they're an ICO. So they already have their node. Espresso, and then Safe Haven. Interesting news about Safe Haven. They are changing their underlying core business focus to basically, they're going to become like train the trainers, where they're going to help others with achieving what Safe Haven originally thought they could achieve. They're actually going to bump it up, okay? They are stepping up and to be more. Anyway, I'll do a video on that. Check it out in the meantime. Safe Haven. So they are an ICO that is going to be on the OceanX exchange platform. OceanX is, in my opinion, just going to be a huge exchange. They are definitely in the Vechain ecosystem. They're going to have VET pairs, VET pairs for everything. Just like how you go to Binance and they have BTC. Well, OceanX, they're going to have VET. Look forward to that. Plus, these guys are huge. Check them out. That's all I can say. If you got in on the ICO, and unfortunately, Americans cannot participate in the ICO because it's an ICO thingy against the laws. But for all those that can, great. Best of luck to you. Okay, and then we have Player. We've probably heard about Player gaming, right? And gaming is huge. Gaming is absolutely huge. Notice right now I'm using a 3D game engine to do this presentation here. I have a little building going on, lights and all that good stuff. It's how, to me, it was actually just easier than using some other things. I can show things better. Okay, so Player gaming, Mustang chain, big. Okay, well, yeah, not the size of the insurance company, right? PICC, but Mustang chain. Check them out. Hopefully, good things coming from them. Oh, FUD. Get rid of the FUD. See, and you can shoot FUD. Makes it fun. Anyway, here's the NDAs, okay? And we've heard about hardly any of them. And don't forget, we have Japan's largest telecom, Docomo 5G. They're gearing up to do something for the Olympics in 2020. Looking forward to that. This really, it's a huge deal, but it stems from, something not so great. And that was where a lot of children and stuff got sick. But anyway, Vechain is going to help them out with drug and vaccine traceability. So that is and this is Shanghai. And keep in mind, they want this also rolled out in 2020. And the Vechain's traceability solution is being developed and tested in Shanghai and will be rolled out across China. Way cool. Don't forget to check that out. As well as Renault, BMW. There's another NDA. There's another NDA that's going to be listed, which is, I believe Sunny Lou said that it was a Fortune 500, global Fortune 500 company for an auto manufacturer. And I am thinking that that one is going to be BAIC. A lot of other people think it's going to be BYD. If it's SAIC, that would be absolutely huge. But we'll see. So whichever one it is, it's going to be huge, and I'm looking forward to the announcement. And so that will be another one of these NDAs. And guys, you know, don't listen to this FUD that's out there. You just saw a huge, yeah, that might be a little loud, but we just saw a huge announcement about insurance companies. So these are all NDAs. Okay, these are all NDAs. And let me run past these, okay? And I did another video on this, but this is in case you guys didn't see it. But, you know, these are all agreements and partnerships and stuff we haven't heard about. There's Q-Nagel. Don't forget about these big boys. They are huge. And then you see the bigger NDAs back there. Those are the authority nodes. And we know a few of them already. Just a few. Tons more. And they're going, don't forget, all these guys here, all these NDAs, they're going to need Thor to run their stuff. They are going to need Thor. And also, what are they going to get? They are going to get Vet. They want to hold Vet to generate the Thor. And if they can't generate enough Thor, they're going to have to buy it. Isn't that interesting? So we have, here's another one coming up here, Bright Foods. Don't forget about Bright Foods. That's a huge, huge announcement. Dairy and other stuff, absolutely huge. Check them out. And then here's like the bigger authority nodes. Let me run through here. And guys, it's just the future that we're looking forward to. And these are huge, huge announcements. We have DBET, that is migrating over from Ethereum. That's getting onboarded. It's not an ICO because it like already did its thing. But, you know, they discovered that Vechain is actually a better fit for their business. And, okay, so notice that I'm running, and we're going past all of these huge, huge, huge NDAs. These are the authority nodes. These are bigger than the rest of the NDAs back there, but huge. And you might have been getting bored. And so what happens is that you get desensitized because you keep on hearing, oh, another partnership. Okay, this is so boring. Oh gosh, it's like I'm tired of getting, you know, pay raises. I'm tired of getting pay raises. You know, you get desensitized to that. You know, won't they just stop? You know, but ridiculous, right? But you do get desensitized to the vast amount of data. It's just a phenomena, okay? But you can get desensitized to the vast amount of data information that we're going to be getting. So keep an eye on that and judge each one with your, you know, your own instincts and valuation tools and all that. But yeah, keep it in mind. And yeah, here's good old BitOcean again. I think they're going to be huge, and they're going to be great for the for blockchain as a whole. Big Daddy D and VGL. Lot of clients coming from them. They have shown that they are definitely introducing Vechain to their clients, and we just saw a great big one of them, PICC. And here's PwC, same thing. They have a ton of clients, right? And so just in general, I had this on a video before, but this is Sun Tzu. Every battle is won before it is ever fought. So, read Sun Tzu, and that is the art of war, and you can see how it's being applied, how the practices are being applied in this crypto market. Okay, that Vechain is using, that Sunny is using, and his friends and partners. Okay, Sun Tzu. Old-time general. So please like, subscribe, get notified. Aaron with Crypto Trends. It really helps me out. Go ahead and leave your comments. If you put your comments down and somebody else answers it, you'll find that I have the best, I mean it, I have the best viewers in the world. They're friendly, they know their stuff. Hardly any spam or knocks or anything like that. Real questions. My viewers are the best. They watch me, because they want they want stuff that's not Moonboy stuff. Yeah, I do get excited. It's like the last video I made on this. I was so excited about the X nodes and all that. I could hardly talk. But and then the other one was what was that on Stellar? That was a huge thing on Stellar. I was so excited about that with the IBM WorldWire. And watch that again. That is huge. Also keep in mind that with XLM and XRP, huge things. They're competing against each other. But you know what? I hold both. And I love both of those coins. They're in my top 5 for sure. Love them both. And anyway, it's, best of luck to everybody out there. Anyway, it's time to go. So don't forget, do the thing. Like, subscribe, get notified. Go ahead and share if you like to. And have a wonderful day. Let me go check the chats here right quick. See if I have anybody online. And I have to hit escape. Okay. Oh, I do have some stuff. Great. So let's see. Complete in fiat now. BTC will fall to 5,200, then buy back. Well, let's go take a look. See what BTC's doing. Oh, here's one more thing. Coca Kola Kid. I put the link below. Check him out. He has a picture here, and there's a lot of information in the pictures that you can kind of decode. It's fun to guess about it and stuff like that, but a lot of information is actually given in advance. And let me click on this so you can see this picture. So here's a big old tree with a nice light behind it. Yeah, that's probably symbolizes Vechain. The clouds, don't know. I'm getting that, okay, they're above the fire and stuff, but I'm also getting airline, maybe airline stuff. We'll see what's coming down with that. This is just from this image, okay? This is nothing that Vechain has announced. But, flying in the clouds, right? Okay, here's a big old tree. Nice, pristine, pretty, growing, looks bright, bright future. Big, nice sunset. And, check it out. The Coca Kola Kid has some real interesting stuff that's out there. And then here is the Vechain Foundation tweet. Go ahead and check that out. There's links below. And then here's also that article where there's a link to. This is from Business Insider, okay? So it's not just from some dopey, they're reputable, okay? Also, don't forget to check out Vechain's Reddit. And to do that on CoinMarketCap, just go to social and wham, you can do that and then click on these links, okay? A lot of good information there. It's a wonderful community. All right, so let's go over to Mr. Binance and see what BTC is doing. I haven't looked at BTC in a bit. Yeah, okay. I like TradingView actually. BTC charts. Alrighty, let's see where we're at. Okay, I was thinking it's going to go lower. I was wrong. Yay. I did think it was going to hit this box, and it did. And then I thought it was going to dump like a correction. No, I was absolutely wrong. But then I'm thinking, get out of there. I'm still trying to use the keystrokes on that one graphics program. Let me take off the auto here. Scroll on down. Okay, so I'm thinking, this is my long-term here. And, yeah. So, yeah, I was thinking it's going to take a dump and then go up. So, yeah, it could take a dump. It's the market. Yes or no? As far as, like, short time frames like this, I really don't pay attention. I'm long term. The only time I pay attention to it is I'm looking for, this is on the 30-minute, by the way. Let me go to the 4-hour. Then hit auto here. The only time I pay attention to it really is when I'm looking for points like this for real lows, when I think it's hitting the low. Okay? And then also I think that this red line here, this is about the 5,800 mark. I think that's the price, the minimum price, because that's around where there's $100 billion in market cap. And when it goes below that, I'm not quite sure if the CBOE is going to be, or excuse me, the CBOE and CME are going to be quite interested in Bitcoin as far as futures go. Nevertheless, so let's go back, see what the comment was again. It was from Greg. Okay, but anyway, where's it going? Long term, I think it's going up. Okay, so let me scroll up to the top of the chat here. Crypto head. Yeah, a bunch of little rocket ships. Yeah, I like Stellar. That's for sure. I like Stellar. I like Ripple. I like Stellar. I love IBM. That's for sure. Okay, let's see. More and more come and jump on board. Yeah, there's going to be a huge number of people jumping on board. Also, what's going to happen that I'm also looking in the future is that on the stronger coins, okay, on the stronger coins that out there, I think that a lot of people pretty much know that a lot of the junk coins out there are just going to dive, and people are either going to just get out or they're going to look to migrate over to the solid coins, which will cause a not so much of a bull run, but more of a let's see, what would go faster and that's more terrifying than a bull running at you? A wolverine. You don't hear much about wolverines, do you? Let me tell you this, you do not want to be chased by one. That's for sure. So we could see a wolverine run in the future when the market melts down, like in that picture from the Coca Kola Kid that he had. It looked like the earth was just melting down with the lava. Yeah, we could see that where people are hopping on board because they're actually seeing the light onto Vechain, onto Stellar. Stellar's like awesome. Vechain's like awesome. XRP, yeah, they're pretty good. They're awesome. You know, and there's other coins out there that could be. Don't forget about ZIL. Don't forget about TKY. You know, there's some really, really good stuff out there in my opinion. So, you know, so we'll see. But yeah, jumping on board, yeah, there's going to be more and more onboarding. And then all those NDAs I showed you, yeah. And I actually think they're going to run out of coins. I think that's why they had to, this is VET I'm talking about, Vechain. I think that's why VET had to increase the number of coins that they had, because they underestimated the number of, the amount of demand, the number of companies that wanted to come on board and actually use them. There's like, holy cow, we're going to have to increase our coins by 100%. And then all those ICOs that are coming on, they're going to have to raise their percentage, a certain percentage of money, like 40, 50%, whatever, it varies, to in Vechain on the ICO, and then they can raise the rest through other means. So it's a wonderful thing. Yeah, I can't say enough about Vechain, and I think a lot of people are just in the dark and don't understand the sheer magnitude about this, about the coin. Anyway, I can go on and on and on about Vechain. That's for sure, and I've been talking about it forever. Okay, so let's go back to some chat stuff here. Anyone else want the price to tank so we can accumulate more? Yeah, well, you know what? That's what I was doing here. And I'm not quite so sure if we're going to see the price tank anymore. Same as Vechain. If we go over here to Vechain, USDT for now, USD maybe in a little bit. Same as Vechain Thor. I was looking at down here, and just quietly accumulating. So right around in this level, yeah. And I wasn't looking for the absolute bottom. No, right around in here. You see that dump? See those dumps? Boom. What I practice is something very dangerous, which is called, they call it trying to, catch a knife. Catching a knife, going down. Boom. That's what I do. Because then what happens is it gives you your dollar cost averaging. Because if you say, okay, it's dumping now, this is what I do. Don't follow me because you can get wrecked, right? But I'm looking at stuff long term. I'm not looking to to flip it next week. But what I do, just that fits my style, is that okay, so I buy some here. Oh, it's dropping again. Okay, let me buy some more. Oh, it dropped again. Okay, I bought some more. So going in here, here, here. So I have a dollar cost average of around this area. I'm not looking for the absolute bottom, and but that's just me. Some other people do it completely different. They buy it in just the reverse manner. They go, when it shoots up, they'll say, oh, I'll buy because that's the trend. Oh, I'll buy, and that's the trend. To each his own, right? To each his own, but best of luck to everybody, whichever way you do. And don't forget to get proper financial, professional trading advice. Financial advice. I'm not it. I am not it. This is just stuff that's fun and exciting for me, and I like crypto. Hey. Anyway, so will things tank? I don't think any of the coins I like are going to tank. I think about 98% of other coins will. Let's put it that way. I think the market is going to take a big dump in the future, and some of those are going to be very, very popular coins. So we'll see. And that's what I was talking about, the Wolverine run. When that happens, people are going to migrate over to the strong coins for safety. We'll see. Anyway, back to the chat, right? This is fun. Okay, so what we have going on here. Okay, does 10 cents sound realistic for end of year? For what? What product? 10 cents could be Ripple. We just saw that one thing where they're saying, what, Ripple at a penny? Oh, man, what a bunch of FUD, right? It's interesting to watch the manipulation going on and stuff. It's a bunch of FUD. Let's see. So 10 cents, not quite sure which one you mean. If you mean VET, it can go up, it can go down. I'm holding it long term, and so I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to go up. As far as it being the end of the year, can't tell you. I hope it's by the end of this month. That would be awesome, but don't know. It could dump to a penny. It's the market, right? Okay, so let's see what else we have going on here in the chat. Thanks for the comments, guys. Thanks for the comments. Really appreciate it. Okay, yeah, Greg, just sold all my VET. BC, okay. Is 0.72, 7.2 resistance. Now we're at, we're going to 52. Yeah, I think I was looking at BTC. And I don't think we're going to 52. If you do, okay, great. Do that thing. If we go and look at the shorts. Follow your own USDT SH. Follow your own instincts. That's my big advice. So here I was saying that I had a target box here where I thought I was going, and I thought it was going to be like a Bart Simpson's head, where I said this isn't looking good, this isn't looking good. This is on the BTC shorts, and I was thinking it was going to be basically a drop down to like where this light white line is here, and lo and behold, look at that. Look at that. This is the shorts. This is not dollars. These are like the number of people out there. Number of shorts are tanking. So a lot of people aren't thinking that BTC is going to tank. But there is this contrary way of trading, which which has some validity to it. You know, if you go against the market, boom, that's basically what I'm doing when I'm picking up on the falling knives, the falling daggers. I'm going against what people think. So, to each your own. Best of luck to you, whichever way you go, really. All right, so let's see what else we have. Oh, you like my layout, how it's cool like a strip mall. Yeah, I was looking at that and all those things. That's actually done in Blender 3D. So like, oh my gosh, why am I bringing up Blender 3D? Well, because there's a crypto out there that says that it's into CGI and doing like rendering. Well, that rendering is for Blender. And let me show you that real quick. Here's Blender 3D, and this is what it looks like, okay? Just a little model. And you can download this free of charge. It's really cool. But this little guy I have in it, the shooter, that's called Armory. And that's also free of charge. But yeah, so you can make video games and stuff like that. But, look at all these announcements and stuff. I'm going to have to make that building bigger. That building bigger, yeah. That's for sure. Luckily, it's easy to do. Thanks for that. Okay, see what else we have going on. Okay. When you sold, did you exchange it for fiat or another crypto? Okay, that's not to me. I haven't sold anything except ADA and Verge. And a little bit of Tron. I did like a sniper day trade with because I was like totally bored. I made like 20 cents. Maybe 5 cents. Anyway, okay, so they're having a conversation between themselves. That's cool. Let's see, moving on. Okay, so this is when I was going through saying that looking at all the NDAs are boring because people get used to seeing partnerships come on board. And so Joe is saying it's not boring. I want to see the price move, and I want to see these companies announce they are using or they are currently starting to use Vechain. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It makes it real exciting. Same as when they come on board. If you have the little mobile wallet and you can start seeing that thing generate as the Thor generate, that you can get, that is dangerous to fiat. Let me just tell you that is dangerous to fiat. To see all that Thor being generated. Let's see what else we have going on here. Thanks, Crypto Head. Says, awesome presentation. Appreciate it. It says, oh man, you have to learn charting. Yeah, the thing is with charting is that it's a tool. It can be really great in the right hands or really bad. So, yeah, check out charting because a lot of people use it and sometimes it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Also, check out Wyckoff, Wyckoff. Yeah, the thing is that one may apply where another may not. And with all those Bart Simpson's heads, those box patterns we've seen, charting really hasn't done like a whole lot. In some cases it has. Sometimes when it's just being totally manipulated, it's difficult. That's when I noticed that Wyckoff was actually being a little bit better as a predictor. And then also what I do is I also do remote viewing and stuff. So, follow your gut. That is valid. To follow your own gut, in my opinion, is valid. And so the thing is that you want to have a bunch of tools on your tool belt and use them appropriately, right? Use them, see if the screwdriver will fit, That's it. So TA is part of that. Is it good to learn? Yeah, it is. I don't get that far into it, but it is a good thing to learn. Education is always good. Oh, and he says zoom out. Okay, well, let's go back to BTC. I like to look at the month, actually the week, and not on this chart because I have to use Bitfinex. It's on the damn shorts or whatever. Bitstamp. Whoops. Get my little glass here. Come on, little hourglass. There. See, George, I'm trying to use two different buttons that I use for multiple programs. I get messed up with it. But anyway, people saying we're in a bear run. I mean, excuse me, a bear run. Yeah. I mean, this goes way back to September 11th. This is a very long-term base median trend. And yeah, it's let's see if this thing works now. It's because of these stupid spikes. Okay, so here we go. So way back when, right? This is like 2013. Boom, going up. This is where we're at. We can see here, it looks like a little consolidation. Long-term return to median line here if we ever bounce back there. This was a big drastic fall that I was thinking that we're going to have if we ever do take a dump, is that it's basically going to hit this bottom line. So right now that bottom line would be, let's say down here, right around 3,500, 3,600. I don't think we're going to take a dump that low. And that's just me. I think we're looking at more of a cup configuration here. It's going to, bottom out maybe a little bit and then move on up, and then we'll see wherever it goes and so on and so forth. It looks like the market is basically, I think they're looking for a interest rate of well, not an interest rate, but an average gain of about, anywhere from 15 to 25%, and they're trying to keep it in there, and that's for the big boys. Yeah, that's for the big boys for volatility and stuff. To get the maximum amount of clients, a lot of people jump on 20-25%. Whoops. So what else we have going on? Okay, the rockets meant Vechain mooning. Yeah, Vechain mooning as well. Same as XLM. Don't forget about XLM. I think here's another question. Do I think XLM will compete with XRP, or are they on different playing fields? I think they're going to compete, and they are going to really, it'll be interesting. I do think that there's going to be room for both, but you know what? I hold both coins. Okay? I have both. I hold both. See what else we have going on. Do I think Cardano will be one of the coins that people migrate to? No, I think it's going to be one of the ones that dumps. Like I said, a lot of popular coins are going to dump. And that's just me. Like I said, it was one of the coins that I've sold out of two. Another question. But, if you like it, hey, go ahead. If you hate it, hey, whatever. Lots of coins out there. It's like shopping. Not everybody has to eat chicken. What do I think is going to happen to Thor? That's what Emil asks. Well, look at the Vechain community. What do? They try to maximize the amount of VET that they hold, not BTC. So they're going to get Thor. They're going to take that Thor and they're going to buy VET with it so they can generate more Thor. And then when they have more VET, they have more Thor. And they're going to take that and get more VET. It's going to be self-fulfilling prophecy. Also in the ICOs, when like that Bright Foods company, In dairy for Vechain, have you ever seen a bottling plant? Imagine, they whiz through, the bottles just whiz through on the little conveyor belts, like really fast. Can you imagine a little tag on each one of those? Each one of those requiring Thor? Even if they put it into a case, so there's like 20 or 30 to a case or whatever. Imagine an RFID tag or something else put on there to track it. And when it gets tracked to multiple stages, that's multiple times it burns Thor. So yeah, what I think is going to happen to Thor, I think eventually that there's going to be a lot of demand for Thor. There's a lot of nodes that have locked up the vet, that there's not going to be enough Thor generated by the nodes to meet the demands. And so the companies out there are going to need Thor to basically facilitate their business. And so they're going to be buying it on the market. And so you're going to have ever increased demand for pretty much a consistent supply. And so when that happens, it's basic, supply and demand. Demand goes up, price goes up. So we'll see. That's what I think that's going to happen to Thor. Is it going to like super moon? No. Do I think it's going to increase from where it is? Well, pretty much has to, because it's like hardly anybody's on board the mainnet, right, with all their stuff going on. So when we start seeing the people actually get on board and having stuff being in daily use, we're going to see the amount of Thor being burned. And that's when people are going to get excited about Vechain. So we'll see. We'll just see what happens to Thor. Don't forget about that. The Vechain Foundation can modify the amount of Thor it costs per clause, per transaction, right? Anyway, so we'll see. So free terrarian, the Vig Valboskia Valvinus is here, heavily invested in Vechain. Well, that's great. Best luck to you. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and check out. If you have any more questions or comments, leave them below. I try to answer each and every single one. And just have a fantastic, wonderful day out there, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.